students, I am Shilpa. In the last session we discussed test for adequacy of index number. In this session I am going to explain two concepts, that is bias in an index number and then another one is cost of leaving index number. In that first one, bias in an index number. Yes, we know that in the Lascaris price index number, we consider base year quantity are taken as weights. In Lascaris price index number, we consider base year quantity are taken as weights. And in the Pastures price index number, we consider current year quantity are taken as weights. And the others, that is Marshall-Edgeworth, Darvish-Bowles and Fishers. Here in the Marshall-Edgeworth, Darvish-Bowles, Fishers price index number, we consider both, that is current year quantity, base year quantity and the current year quantity are taken as weights. Yes, my dear students, here the consumptions of various commodities or various items are to be changes in the current year, because due to variations in the prices or greater raises in the prices of goods, or maybe due to changes in the habits of people, or maybe due to changes in the customs and traditions of people, then taste and preferences of people. Here in Lascaris price index, which is based on the base year quantity, that will be paid more weightage, or it gives more weightage than needed. So Lascaris price index, or hence Lascaris price index numbers, which shows upward bias. Here Lascaris price index number, Lascaris price index numbers, which is based on the base year quantity, which gives more weightage than needed. Hence Lascaris price index numbers shows upward bias. And another one is Pastures price index number. Here in the Pastures price index numbers is based on the current year quantity. Here greater variations in the prices which will be paid more than needed, that is considered as price, that is Pastures price index numbers, which gives or greater variations of prices which will be paid lesser importance than needed, that is Pastures price index numbers. So which shows downward bias. It shows downward bias. See here, Lascaris price index number shows upward bias, then Pastures price index numbers shows downward bias, and the remaining, that are Marshall-Edgeworth, next Darvish-Bowles and Fishers price index number. We consider both current year quantity and the base year quantity are as weights. So these are free from bias. Free from bias. Here Lascaris price index number shows upward bias, Pastures price index number shows downward bias, and Marshall-Edgeworth, Darvish-Bowles, Fishers price index numbers are free from bias. This is the concept of bias in an index number. Next concept, cost of leaving index number. Cost of leaving index number, or in the price index number, we considered wholesale price index and the retail price index. wholesale price index and retail price index. Wholesale price index which reflects which measures the relative changes in the wholesale price level. Here the retail price index which measures the relative changes in the retail price level. Here we know that there are different classes of people like poor people, middle class people, rich people, labor classes, industrial workers or agricultural workers in a society. Then here that peoples or the different classes of peoples, each of them having different consumption patterns, that is called cost of living. There is a definition for cost of living index number, that is cost of living index number. Cost of living index number is an index number. It is an index number of the cost met by specified classes of people, in buying basket of goods and services. Cost of living index number is an index number of the cost met by specified classes of people. Here specified classes of people is nothing but the different classes of group of people, that is poor people, factory workers, government employees, industrial workers, agricultural workers are the specified classes of people. They have different classes of income or different types of incomes, so the consumption patterns also different. In buying basket of goods and services, basket of goods and services is nothing but the goods and services is needed in day-to-day life of a specified classes of consumers. For example, we need mobile for communication, then footwear, then housing, clothing and so on. This is called as basket of goods and services. So cost of living index number is an index number of which the cost is met by the specified classes of people in buying the basket of goods and services. Here, in order to measure the cost of living of index numbers, the separate index numbers are to be constructed for different groups. Before going to the formula of different classes of group of people, next concept is that uses of cost of living index number. Here, cost of living index number is also known as consumer price index number. It is also considered as CPI. Then cost of living index number is considered as CLI. Next concept is uses. Uses of cost of living index number. Uses or utility of cost of living index number of the consumer price index number. Here the first point is that cost of living index number is used to determine purchasing power of money. Purchasing power of money or real wages. The cost of living index numbers is used to determine or calculating the purchasing power of money or real wages. There is a formula for calculating the real wages, that is real wages which is equal to money wages divided by cost of living into 100. This is a formula for calculating the real wages. And the next point, it is used by the government. For what? It is used by the government for the fixations of some prices of policies or the economic policies. For fixations, for framing policies. Either it is prices of policies or economic policy. Next, it is used for fixation of salary. It is used for fixation of salary or DA, that is PLS allowances, or grant of bonus to the employees. Next, it is used for comparison. It is used for comparisons in the changes of cost of living of different group of peoples. Then it is used in deflating money or income. These are all the uses of or utility of cost of living index number. In that first one, it is used to determine the purchasing power of money or real wages. Real wages which is equal to money wages divided by cost of living into 100. Next, it is used by the government for framing policies, either it is prices of policies or economic policies. Next, it is used for fixations of salary, DA, DNS allowances, and then grant of bonus to the employees. Next, it is used for comparisons, that is the comparisons of changes in the cost of living of different classes of people. Next, it is used in deflating money or income. These are all the uses of cost of living index number or the consumer price index number. The next concept, is that steps in the construction of cost of living index number or consumer price index number. In that first one, defining the purpose and scope. Defining the purpose and scope. Here the first and foremost step in the constructions of CPA or CLI is that defining the purpose. That is, clearly define the purpose and the scope of cost of living index number, and clearly decide the classes of peoples, either it may be poor people, laborers, or the government employees or private employees, like that. Here the classes of peoples, or clearly decide the classes of people along with geographical area. Then second one, conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. Next step is conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. Here the different classes of peoples are to be selected at random. In a random way, the different classes of peoples are to be selected, and money spent on various items are to be collected. Here the items or the various commodities are classified according to food, fuel, house rent, miscellaneous, it is classified according to food, fuel, house rent, miscellaneous and so on, and so on. Either it may be on the lighting. Next point is that third one is obtaining price quotation. Obtaining price quotation. After selecting the items or the commodities, next step is obtaining the price quotation. As we know that the prices of commodities are varies from place to place or state to state or shops to shops in the same area. So obtaining the price quotations from the different localities or different agencies. Here the obtaining the price quotations are to be collected from the different agencies or localities because the greater variations in the prices, and make it an averages. For example, if you finding the localities of price D, you have to calculate the localities of A or localities of prices of B and localities of prices of C. You have to divide with the divided by 3. Then you got the localities of prices of D. Next step is that computing index number. Here in the computing of index numbers, which can be divided into two types. First one is, or it can be used some methods, that is first one is aggregative expenditure method. Aggregative expenditure method. And second one is family budget method. Family budget method. Computing the index numbers. Yes, we know that different classes of people, so separate the index number. For computing the index number, there are mainly two methods. In that, first one aggregative expenditure method and the second one is family budget method. There is a formula for calculating aggregative expenditure method. For calculating the aggregative expenditure method, CPI or CLI, which is equal to summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Observe the formula of aggregative expenditure method. This formula is also related to the last price index number. So for both last price index number and the aggregative expenditure method calculating, we use summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Next, second one is family budget method. Family budget method. For calculating the family budget method, we use two formulas. In that, first one sigma WP divided by sigma W, and the another one formula is that summation WI divided by summation W. There are two formulas for calculating family budget method, that is summation WP divided by summation W, then summation WI divided by summation W. We know that W is nothing but weights, and P is nothing but price relative. So there is a formula for calculating price relative, that is P equals P1 divided by P0 into 100. P equals, that is price relative, equals P1 divided by P0 into 100. And another one formula, that is summation Wi divided by summation W. W is nothing but weights, I is nothing but index or indices. I is nothing but index. These are all the formula for calculating the family budget method. These are all the overall concept of cost of living index number and the consumer price index number. Thank you.